Since I've written this book, I know that sometimes people sit here and listen to this and they say, yeah, great, you can stand up there and talk all you want about making mistakes, but I got to live in the real world. Well, since I've written this book, I've heard from teachers, managers, and even job recruiters who say that they are tired of teaching students and hiring job prospects who have never learned how to bounce back from making a mistake. So the first time they're not successful, they're crushed. One teacher told me she calls them victims of excellence. They're terrified of thinking outside the box, of trying anything new because they might fail. Research shows us now that it's not the person who gets all the A's or is always the winner, but the one who's resilient, who has what is called grit, who is more successful in life. In fact, Angela Duckworth, an assistant professor of psychology at Penn, developed a grit scale of 12 questions, measuring persistence, self-control, and determination. She found that grittier students received higher GPAs than their less gritty peers, no matter what their SATs were or anything coming in, and that grit predicted better than the military's own evaluation who would survive West Point's arduous summer training course and who would drop out. But, and this is the really hard part, a good effort doesn't assure success. Too many people I know believe that working hard should automatically confer a place on the team or a part in the play or a spot at the college or a coveted internship. We all know it doesn't work that way. Putting in more effort increases the odds you'll succeed, but it doesn't guarantee it. And again, that wouldn't be so hard to swallow if the focus is on improving one's skills and talents, not just winning the prize. This may be one of the most important things I've absorbed from writing my book, and I deliberately use the word absorbed because I think we all know this on a superficial level, but don't really believe it. We shouldn't revere results while diminishing the value of process. And I think too often when writing this book, people would say, look, I'm great about mistakes. I got no problem with mistakes. I got a plaque from Thomas Edison that says every mistake is an experience learned, and I know something from Albert Einstein. I got no problem with mistakes. The thing is, people give a lot of lip service, but internally, most people, I'm not saying all, most people have a really hard time with mistakes. And I know I know this idea of valuing results over process is a very hard concept to hold on to in a culture that so heavily emphasizes grades and test scores and awards, and later in life the material manifestations of success. But I also believe we can work on it as students, teachers, parents, workers, and bosses. Oops, mistake. There are no simple fixes, but there are ways all of us can think about mistakes. And of course results matter, but the point is that can't be all that matters. We need to appreciate that we can't be perfect, nor it is a goal we should aim for. We should strive to do our best, but if the prize is ever elusive perfection, then the fear of failure will too often overshadow the willingness to experiment, take risks, and challenge ourselves. One small example, a fourth grade teacher I know, after reading some of the literature on mistakes, has changed the way she asks her students if they want to work out a problem in front of the class. She no longer asks, who knows the answer? She asks, who wants to be brave? And students who used to never volunteer now are willing to try.